So that's why we take the time to figure out what, the worker and the job. The worker has a job right now, and that's snacking. Why is he doing it? Well, because he wants to bring you comfort. He wants to take care of you. And this is just what he's doing right now.
Mm.
We're not killing the worker.
No.
Give him a different job.
Yeah. It's that worker's fault. It's all right.
He has a wife and children. He's just trying his best.
Just needs retraining.
While I'm gone, you can think of what would you call the part?
Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
What would we call the part?
Mm.
And you can discuss it with your client. If
Yeah.
you were to give this part a name,
Yeah, you
Yes.
give it a
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. Because Julie, you know what those elements are. You know the structure of what the new behaviour generator is going to all be about.
Yeah.
So as Kasper says, you'll be thinking at this point when we're not here and you're with your client's going to give you everything that you need. Though the structure would be, okay, what am I going to call the part? What am I going to call the part? What am I going to call the part? So at this point, you kind of got what you need to a certain level. Though now you're thinking, I don't know what to call the part.
No, I don't
So
know what to call the part.
you don't know, but the client will. So it's for you to. This is why it's co-creating, really,
Yeah.
because the client is
Yeah.
working with you.
Yeah.
Part that wants to snack, or part that wants to overeat or comfort eat.
So the comfort part.
The comfort part that's actually bringing comfort in this very specific way.
Yeah.
The comfort part.
So the
Eat
snacks
for comfort.
Mm.
Yeah.
Eat for comfort.
Or treat.
Eat for comfort
Yeah.
part. Okay.
Because the person's in front of you, so many people say, well, I need a script, I need the script. And the script is in the book, but also I'll say, there's a body in front of you.
I think
If you
that's why I
forget.
like it.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah.
That there isn't a script, because it is just.
Can you
No.
remember what's connected to the toes? Oh, the foot.
Yeah.
And then there's an ankle. Oh,
That's probably why I like it.
love it.
And you still press on the shoulder to see and lift the arm. And
Yeah. Do whatever it is. Use this as a playful practice.
Okay.
Because they're so ready to relax anyway, you know. The touching them on the shoulder will be either for the relaxing place or just to kind of exaggerate and revivify how relaxed they are. As relaxed as you now are, when I touch you on the shoulder, you'll be even more relaxed, and that's going to happen now. So there's many times that you could use that. How would you explain it for Kasper Rebekha?
Looking at the anticipation.
Yeah,
Gives
yeah.
the processing time for the unconscious to understand. Oh, okay, I know what to do.
Yes. Yeah, we call it officially seeding the response. Whenever you do it, in a moment.
Yeah,
isn't it?
in
In
a
my hand.
nastier sense, it's kind of like somebody's going to give you an injection and the doctor says, this is going to hurt. You might feel a little prick, you know.
Yeah.
And so nothing's happened yet, but you've
But they're
braced
tensed
for
up,
it.
yeah.
And you're tense.
Yeah.
So in the same way, this is a nicer form of it. I'll touch on the shoulder and you'll feel relaxed. Nothing's happened, but the body is now gearing up for, oh, that's what's going to happen. The injection being like, it's about to hurt a lot. Okay? It's about to.
Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the nicer way. You're about to feel really relaxed. You won't know when it's going to happen, but you will
Okay.
feel it deeper. And then it's just the reverse of that.
Mm.
Okay, I'll
You use it as a vehicle to allow you to practice
Okay.
and to get comfortable with the whole process.
Get comfortable.
You're studying counselling.
Oh yeah, I did my level. I was about to go to uni and do level 4, but then I decided, I decided not to.
What made you decide?
Not to.
Yeah.
I think it was the fact that I was going through quite a lot of my own stuff. I've had a lot of death and different things, and I'm a foster carer, so I'm dealing with 24/7
Yeah.
issues with kids and trauma.
Yeah.
And then I want to go out to work and then listen to everybody else's trauma, so it was a bit overload really.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, the level 3, and I did level 2, level 3, which was quite interesting you know, I quite enjoyed it, but yeah, I thought it's, you know, it was just too much.
Yeah, not
Too
the
much
right
overload.
time and-
No, so so that was that really.
And hypnotherapy.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that was an accident, really, wasn't it? I got a phone call when I wasn't supposed to because I did. We had correspondence last year, didn't we? And then I had a lot of other stuff going on, so I didn't come here, but when I intended to. And then I was in a bit of a very strange sort of headspace. And then was it Sunday morning? Wasn't it? Was it Sunday morning? I got this phone call from this lady saying, "Is that Julie?" And I'm going, "Yeah." "Oh, where have you been?" she said. I'm going, "Okay." "And who's this?" "I don't know if I'm your Julie or not." And then the conversation, then obviously we got talking, and then I decided I'd come for the day that you were here. Yeah, and here I am.
What did you think of that day outside? Because they're all talking, you know, and I don't know what you thought of Julie being there, and I don't know what Julie thought of actually being there. Because you're a qualified hypnotherapist, and suddenly you're there, and okay. What was that like?
No, it was quite nice to come and meet people that have obviously already done the training, and just get a feel for what the course was about, really. So it was really nice to meet different people that have already come through the other end of your life.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And not knowing that much about you at the time, did you hone in on Rebekha, because Rebekha talking about more from a counselling point of view?
Yeah, so I mean, you've all got these different techniques in the way that you do things, haven't you? So, but yeah, when I was told that you were a counsellor, and you said that you were,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, oh, okay, yeah, so it's good that you can obviously always transfer those skills, can't you?
Yeah, definitely.
So it's so it's a good thing, and having another string to your bow is always better, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
and if you think of this, you know, the skill session practice that you do in level 3,
yeah,
those skills, those questioning skills, those listening skills, they are completely transferable to your meta questioning.
yeah. I'm just trying to get the link. That's it.
Yeah.
I seem to be, because I'm asking more in depth. It's more with counselling. It's more depth, isn't it? But with this, it isn't such the depth. You're just dealing with the issue at hand, rather than going into, you know, the innermost.
Yeah.
And it's and I think it's that. It's almost like you're touching the top of an issue, aren't you? But you're not going into the layers with this as much
as with counselling.
It's So I think that's the type of question, like your open questions and all that. It is slightly different, isn't it? Because your approach is going to be slightly different.
I think with the meta questioning, you're focusing in on something very specific. To deal with in that session, whereas within a counselling session, there's other things coming in, but I think with the hypnotherapy session, it's trying to keep it more focused. Would that be right?
Yeah, we keep saying hypnosis is focused.
Yeah.
And I really want to applaud both of you for your character and you allowing me to jump on you like a ton of bricks when you were going into the counselling vibe.
Yeah.
So Rebekha experienced what you're experiencing now. Poor Julie, she starts to say something and I say, okay, hold it there, blah, blah, blah. So I keep curtailing. And I know it's, to somebody else it could be annoying. To you it's been perhaps mildly irritating. It's kind of arrogant then that, if we carried on in that particular way, that would be more counselling. And I want to pull you back to NLP and what do you want to be different when you live in present moment thing.
Yeah.
So you've both experienced that. What is interesting to me that Julie's still in that kind of, sometimes I can't say anything to Jennie because and you've come out the other side, as Kasper says, and beautifully, it's just music to our ear, Rebekha, that you're able to marry up those two different approaches and, dare I say, improve your counselling skills by merging these together and knowing the kind of boundaries of each one, so where the overlap is like a Venn diagram. So this is here.
Yeah.
So please.
Yeah, and that's a really good way of putting it, isn't it?
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
Venn diagram. It's like that
Yeah.
bit's separate, that's
Yeah.
bit separate, and that's
There's a centre part where
Yeah.
the magic happens.
yeah.
And has it stopped you kind of going into the hole with them sometimes as we put it? Has it helped you kind of be a bit more objective? You know, like Julie was saying, I didn't carry on with the level 3 because of going of trauma in my life. I didn't particularly want to take on everybody else's. Is it helpful? Is that just protecting your own vibe in a sense?
I think that we do that anyway because of the supervision requirements that we have. So you have we have supervision fortnightly, and so that's sort of.
Oh, don't you have somebody that's already a hypnotherapist in your as a supervisor?
He has qualified as a hypnotherapist as well. Yeah.
Have you had conversations?
I suppose our supervision it's for the counselling work, and then when we talk about hypnotherapy, that's sort of.
So you do keep that separate then?
Yeah.
But those must have been interesting conversations.
Yeah, definitely.
Was he interested in how you learned, if you like, and how you applied things? Because he'd been trained by somebody else, of course.
He did his training because he lives up in Scotland, so we have telephone supervision. So, yeah, I don't know who his trainer was.
Right.
Yeah.
Was he interested in how you experienced your training?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Because when I was thinking about doing it, I said to him, have you ever thought about hypnotherapy? Well, actually, and he had, you see, so then, yeah. And then I finished mine and he'd started his. So yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions to ask us, Rebekha?
That's just interesting, like I said, about transferring it all, and so it's. Yeah, I just it's a very it's like I said, the more streams we've got, isn't it? Really, that you can sort of then adapt
definitely.
it to, because it is obviously a lot more drawn out, isn't it? With counselling, but it's all very client led, isn't it? And you sort of take them on a journey, don't you, of discovery, and that's pretty much what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's a slower process. It can be a slow process.
Yeah. Yeah, I think sort of. I suppose, like we were saying, with the hypnotherapy, it is more specific to a single issue that they're coming with on that day, and that they, when they go home and as that's the issue that they've come to be dealt with specifically. Yeah. Whereas with counselling, it can start off with
one, and then it goes on,
and then what you thought they were coming with in the first place, that's not it at all, and
it's all there to help, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
like we work with the medical profession, we want to work with all different professions. And wouldn't it be wonderful that everybody that does things that work and help people all kind of got together and referred people here and there? Such as if you're counselling somebody with an alcohol addiction, as you've just said, that got this far with it, and yet he really wants to stop drinking, he's trying it, or she's trying their utmost to do it, and then I'll refer them to a hypnotherapist.
Yeah.
Stop drinking now, so we can get on.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's wonderful that all that kind of, it's not a problem, I was about to say problem, is that because somebody, for example, comes for alcohol addiction, once the addiction's gone, in 2 or 3 sessions, it's like, well, I'd love to see you again, Jenny, but there's no reason for me to.
Yeah.
And we need those people to then refer us to other people and to recommend us to other people. So we're constantly looking for new clients, which is good, and we of course train people like yourselves. So it does have this far-reaching effect. So business-wise, because people often want to know that, with the best will in the world, I'm helping all these people all the time, but where's my money coming from, Jenny? If you're only seeing people 2 or 3 times, we say, well, we see them 2 or 3 times, though the next couple of months we might see them again, and then 6 months' time we might see them again, and the profession calls that a top-up. Now let's just see you on the right track that you want to be on, you know, any challenges, etc. Have you experimented with the old unuseful behaviour? You need to get back on track. Though that person, having been so well helped, will then tell a myriad of other people, as long as it's not, you know, sexual dysfunction. Hey, it works. But certainly, alcohol abuse, eating disorders, stopping smoking, etc., tends to be noticed by others. I had a client the other day that would never have come to see a hypnotherapist, but because her friend had come, and that's the one I played with yesterday, she was in tremendous grief, and because her friend had come for something else, I know you'll be able to help me, and that was delightful because, you know, she was very nervous, etc. And one of the main things that we do is relax them first. It's, that in itself is lovely, isn't it? Certainly a different approach, isn't it?
Do you find many people do follow-ups or top-ups? Come back.
Typically you hear from people when they've got a problem. Of course there's a conflict of consciousness. Part of them wants this, the other part of them wants that, they're in conflict, etc. So sometimes, beautifully, it's, for example, remembering real client experiences. This one guy was kind of connected to you, Julie, when you were talking about the driving program, the driving instruction. He was already an advanced driving instructor, but he wanted to go that extra level to be a teacher of the advanced driving instructor school. It just all beyond me. I just knew he was already an advanced driving instructor, and for 3 years he tried to get to this higher level and kept failing the last exam. And how frustrating it was to him, because he was tutoring all these youngsters mostly that wanted to learn to drive, and he was helping them with their nerves, etc. And by having hypnotherapy from me, he was helping them with their nerves, and they were passing their tests more and more, because he was saying, well, they're very able to pass their test, but as soon as they go for their test, the nerves get the better of them. So I was helping him with his anxiety about his advanced level driving test, but that was also having a knock-on effect, which was wonderful for the people that he was tutoring to pass their test. Though this is the way it happens. Either the person is noticed by others that their behaviour has changed and now contact me, like I've just explained, or they'll think of another issue. So with him, And he won't mind me saying now because there are two lovely little boys on the